So we've got a little bit of a follow-up today on the xarcade ARCADE2TV-XR arcade stick. So we just did a video on this not too long ago. A little review, putting it together, testing it out on the Meta Quest 3 and the PS5. Now, obviously, I have this on my desk here. It does come with a pedestal. I think the pedestal is really cool. Has wheels on it. It's got RGB lighting and stuff. Very versatile. You can move it around, raise it, lower it. It has like a little pull thing on the back here that it makes it so you can just move it up and down. Very cool. Very neat. But yeah, you can take it off of that and put it on a desk, a table, whatever you want. Just for the sake of this video and testing it with the Nintendo Switch, put it on the desk. Yes, it does work with the Nintendo Switch. That's a big part of the follow-up here. As in that video, I said I couldn't get it to work with the Switch. The compatibility chart that they showed on their website had some errors. They did email me and said, hey, there was a mistake there as far as what adapters work. And they have fixed that. So I'm glad, like, hey, I was the one to buy some adapters, have some issues with that, which is fine. Like, I got the PS5 ones. They work on the PS5. They don't work on the Switch. That's what it said it did at first. But, hey, we got the ones that work on the Switch. It's these ones. The Brook XE2. So if you want this thing to fully work with the Switch, you need two of them. Now, they should have a bundle of these on their website, but if not, you can buy these on Amazon. I'll put a link down below if you're prepping to get this arcade stick and you want it to work with your Switch. There's one other thing you're going to need as well. Now, this stick does come with this adapter, which is fine. You're not going to need to buy that. Comes with it. You will need the 2-in-1 adapter, which is $30 through the X Gaming website. So you will need that. So we're going to get this set up real quick. We're just going to need to plug the cable that the stick comes with into the back of the stick and then into this thing. So like so. USB into this. Right? And then this goes into the 2-in-1. Like so. Screw it in. Now there's a couple other updates I want to talk about as well while we're doing this follow-up. Some interesting stuff. There was a lot of comments, man, a lot, that were talking about spinners. Like their other tank stick, the Tank Stick Max, has spinners. And people were like, why doesn't this stick have spinners? Now I mentioned how like they have these holes here that you put the Oculus controllers in if you want to use it for the VR, which to me, I'm never going to use that. Like, I know that's like a big feature that they advertise. I don't really care about that. And I'm like, man, I don't really like these holes. So I wish you could just plug them. And I'm sure somebody will come up with like a cover if these guys don't. I mean, it is what it is. It's not that big a deal. But they do have spinners. And they actually listed them on their site. They come out early next year in January where they plug into these two slots and you'll have spinners up here. That's cool that they're doing a little add-on to have that. I don't know if they're going to do anything else, but I thought that was pretty sweet. So okay, that's plugged in the back. But yeah, spinners are coming out. They're $50 for the pair. So that's a cool little add-on. I like that. But okay, we got that going. So this 2-in-1 adapter is like for like OG Xbox and then like PS3 and whatever else. But we do have USB, so that's how this adapter works with USB devices. So we're going to take these two USB and take the two XE2 adapters. Let me open these boxes. I haven't opened them yet. Get those out. Just ripping them apart. So then you take each one, plug the 2-in-1 into this. Each one plugs into there. Okay. And then from there, we do have to plug them into the Switch. Boom. You see it powered up the stick. So we got both of those plugged in. Everything's linked up to the arcade stick. I'm going to set this aside. we should be good. I'm hoping. I have not tested this out yet. Okay, we got one, so we did have to like pair it. Let me get the other one. Oh, shoot. Something is going on here. Okay, so now I'm coming into a different issue now. What is going on? Maybe I have to... What do I have to do? Do I have to update these Brook adapters maybe? Okay, I was kind of tripping balls for a minute there, man. Because like both sticks, when I had these plugged in, the Brooks adapters with the 2-in-1 adapter, everything set up, it was like, as soon as it was recognized, both sides were being recognized as the same controller, like player one. This was player one, this was player one. It was weird, it was goofy. I was like, man, there's something not right. All it was the dumbest thing. So if you do the same thing, it was just, I don't know how I would figure it out, but I guess I had player one and player two swapped. So it was just recognizing it weird. So all I had to do was just move this one, swap them, the USB ports, move this one here, move this one here. And then I just did it again. And this one, you see player one's, boom, player one, player two. It recognized just fine. Hell yeah. So now it's working. Both player one, player two, two controllers. Frickin' awesome, dude. It's just weird. Just because I had it, the wrong USB port, I guess. It was weird. But let's see how this works. What is the home button? Okay. So you hit the side button and the player one button at the same time. Cool. Test input devices. Okay. A, B, X, Y, R, and ZR. Okay, that's R and ZR. This is L and ZL, L and ZL, R and ZR. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so I just wanted to check how the buttons were assigned, and they're all good. You're not going to need to like redo any customizations with all that stuff, so that's a plus. Talking about plus, this is minus. Hit them both together, it's the home button, so that's cool, which I showed earlier anyway. But I want to test this out real quick, and then bring in player two just to make sure it still works. I don't see why it wouldn't. We got that set up properly. But I did want to mention real quick, in my previous video, I opened this up, showed the buttons, and talked about the brand that they use, which is that Bowley brand, which I've used them in my own projects in the past. I mean, I have videos using those buttons and micro switches before, but yeah, it's a Chinese brand that's been around for a long time. A lot of companies use them, but X Gaming, they did mention to me that they are using like a higher quality version of the micro switches and buttons that are gold plated, and they're rated for like 10 million presses. So they are a higher quality, set of components from that brand. They're a common brand. They've been around for a long time. Me, it's just more about like, hey, how serviceable is this? Can you swap components if you don't like the buttons, or if you need to fix something? And yeah, it's very easy. Everybody's got their preference, and no matter what buttons or sticks they put in here, they could put any brand. You're not going to please everyone, you know what I mean? Because everybody's going to have a different preference as far as what style buttons or, the feel that they like. My preference, I like the HAP style with the more tactile feel. These almost look like HAP, and I like, with their tank stick, the way the buttons feel. And these look like those, but they don't feel like them. They're more soft. So yeah, you could swap buttons if you want, change things out, pretty easily. But I think most people will be fine with what they put in here. So that's cool. Let me just check real quick, make sure we're good here. I think we are. I don't see why this side wouldn't work. We're all set up. But yeah, if you're interested in grabbing those adapters for the Switch, or the ones for the PS5, like they have all the information on that compatibility chart now, which is all up to date. So that's cool. But yeah, there you go. I'm digging this thing. I love it. All the compatibility you got, you just got to buy different adapters for certain things. But even just on PC, it's pretty sweet. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Bye.